myself. Oh, what's up? Basically, I just saw a video about Lucifer and I got some thoughts, some interesting thoughts rather. Now, I personally believe Lucifer and his wife are God, basically meaning the God as a view and concept, meaning they are the head of family and guided through all ages, despite all efforts of family to destroy themselves or other parts of family. Reason being is laziness. Just like I'm lazy right now because I don't have a job yet with 28 years of life, where I earn money in a way that I think is obsolete for since long times. It's really unnecessary to work and it's something that can be touched technologically more advanced because thinking is rather the best work if you do it correctly and every single moment of your life in pathways that actually create knowledge. Now the question is, how does evil enter one's spirit? I think it rather really doesn't. Everyone has good as well as evil tendencies inside of them, inside their spirit, fighting like a wolf with a rising crush. Something that wants to transcend and ascend, that doesn't know, particularly in every moment that its first being, that makes mistakes, well, it does it for a certain reason. For something that is certainly unabsolvable and knows that it would even die for these mistakes, but takes into account for the rest of one's spirit. I call it Mew, like the Pokemon. The more interesting question is if one's spirit is guided by oneself and the ruler is established no matter who it is, either the psychosis or the animal or someone of it. Good and evil become obvious. Some people have a really dark mind like me. I just enjoy really dark thoughts. Evil if I don't need to. Yet everyone has these ideas. You even need the evil thought to consume good thoughts in any kind of aspect or essence. Meaning you need to evaluate what could be not good to know what is good. Otherwise you're just a robot thinking till you are stone. So basically, the idea is something else. How did Satan become Satan? Let's assume Satan and Lucifer are two different entities. And Jesus Christ is Lucifer or Adam or Cupid, and his wife is Psyche or Hell or the Artemis to Nyx. Then Satan has a far different rebellion than freedom. He also doesn't give the apple because that was created by the head of family, not just for family but also for other people. Let's assume that will be the truth, then the rebellious one will be God to strike them down, but in the ranks of existence after war, there would be something far more interesting to consider. Evil can be absolved if it is not manifested by the apple, not manifested by the Satan inside, but rather by the struggle of coming into existence, by knowing yourself as a miracle of life, faced with all the possibilities you have in life, and crushing all interesting ideas down into one single moment where everything inside you rebels against yourself even, that you need to force against yourself out, like a birth, but without the woman necessary. Then Satan would have a different plan of freedom. Satan's plan would rather be enslavement. Maybe for good, maybe for evil, maybe for rulership. It's not of matter, because the plan in my mind would just be no free will. You go through a life path that absolves your sin in a different way than the ones the sons of God offer. A pathway created by opportunities they have in life. I personally don't need that. I'm believing myself to be fairly free of sin that kills my spirit or my soul, as well as yours. Satan would offer something else. Could be anyone. Satan has many faces, just like Legion has many sons of God, or Lucifer's angels. Because there are many. So many that the sky would darkness. I once saw in a video if that would ever be revealed in the whole universe. Now the universe, of course, could just be a plane of existence wherever Earth is just a viewpoint onto existence and everything else exists and simultaneously a concept of timeless idea. But Satan then would just offer something else, a life path where you get free of your sin and makes you not you, or makes you you, till you are nothing less but a sinless robot again. He wouldn't get that, or he would get that. Said could have many reasons. The rebellion would be a freeless world, free of free will, no Apple, but rather the opposite, in my mind. Now would that be good? I don't believe so. Would there be also different rebellion? Yes, far different rebellion as well. Love would not be chosen. People should, according to Satan, but not Lucifer, said two different entities here, not have free will on who they love, because that creates a genetic idea that is unoff to free will. And they would disguise themselves as wolves by sheep clothing. Nice on the outside, well looking, good offer, yet not worth anything because it ravages and kills you and eats you up from the inside. Now, anything in this video or anyone to this video listened till this point, please, if you don't believe it already, if you ever try to make the argument in front of God, which I would never, that you are just born into this existence by your non-idea, and that you are so claimed to it because you love life so much and value it so much, and them don't. To me, that is not worth of discussion. Just because you exist, you don't need to face existence and experience it. You can always off yourself. You always have a right to suicide, in my mind, an eternal one even. Don't need to experience suffering if you don't want to. Don't need to experience pleasure if you don't want to. If you simply don't want to, you can kill yourself, in my mind, as always. But consider the idea that you're a transcendent dream of the All-Father and the All-Mother, developed by further genetics ways. What is a transcendent dream? Well, transcendent dream is something like a pathway that lays inside one's spirit, and as soon as the spirit manifests or touches another one, especially if they're of the same nature but just different in a similar way, something comes into experience. You could prevent that, but only by the cost of these lives that are already in hypothetical idea, meaning your claim for no existence because you think it's worthless, because you experience the struggle of being alive, claims then the idea to kill other beings. And a transcendent dream is something like a pathway of something that has not yet been in summonance, meaning silence to soul river. Thank you for listening.